Yasmin and Benny Zelos have reached a decision. They want to live without plastic. It pollutes the environment and gradually enters the food chain. That's dangerous to humans as well as animals. The Zeloses want to better protect themselves against the toxic chemicals contained in plastic. They're especially worried about the danger to their children. But plastic is now an integral part of our lives. Will they be able to avoid it completely?
Take ordinary plastic toothbrushes. The first thing we put in our mouths in the morning is pure plastic. And we've also been thinking about toothpaste. This is toothpaste without fluoride because we don't want fluoride, but it's in a plastic tube. So we're going to switch to bamboo brushes and make the toothpaste ourselves.
That's fairly easy with coconut oil, baking soda, xylitol, also known as birch sugar, and whiting chalk. Ingredients Yasmin easily found either online or in her health food store. They're also making their own shower gel. The first step is grating curd soap with the help of 4-year-old Mine and 1-year-old Arno. That way they can avoid the plastic containers used for shower gels and shampoos.
Okay? Yeah.
So, Mina, what did we write down? We need 50 grams for the shower gel. The soap is dissolving. It's not appealing at all. Looks more like cocoa. Well, we'll see. Now we'll pour it in.
Would she wash with it?
I have no qualms about it. We usually shower with all sorts of gels without knowing their ingredients. But I do know this one, so I'll definitely try it.
The ingredients include apple tea, essential oils, and soap. Conventional shower gels often contain chemicals such as propylene glycol, which makes the skin more permeable to other ingredients. Their homemade shower gel gets put into, what else, an old plastic container. But reusing it is better than throwing it away.
You can put that in.
Step 2, getting rid of all the other plastic.
There, Arno, you can put something in too. The whole drawer is full of plastic.
The Zeloses have read a lot on the subject. Many studies provide evidence that plastic components can cause cancer and infertility if they get into the body.
Aber das zum Beispiel kannst du da reintun. Magst nicht, soll ich machen? Darf ich's machen?
But Mina's not keen on clearing away her plastic toys, so her mother does it for her. She might need some persuading.
Guck mal, da ist noch was aus Plastik. Das auch. Ja, Mina, super. Klasse.
Mina, let's clear that away too. Then the next time you have a bath, you can play with the stainless steel bottles or spoons. Shall we do that?
At least there are alternatives for bath toys. That's not true of other household items.
I love this vacuum cleaner. It's a vacuum and a mop.
Still, it has to go. From now on, they'll be sweeping. The Zelos family lives in Meitingen, a small town in provincial Bavaria. In large German cities, a few supermarkets avoid stocking items in disposable packaging. Benny Zelos would like something like that in Meitingen.
But it's not that we're actively preaching it. That's not what we're doing now.
The next challenge, plastic-free grocery shopping.
This is what bothers us. This is the organic section, but everything's wrapped in plastic. Apples, peppers, kiwi fruit, it's all in plastic.
Solche Sachen nehme ich
I
im
also buy
Supermarkt
jars
immer.
like this in the
hier gibt's
supermarket,
was im
applesauce in
Glas,
jars.
was im Glas. Das ist
Those are all
alles
Tetra Paks.
Das ist jetzt was,
Here, I
da muss
really
ich
have to
suchen.
search.
Reis
Here's
und
rice and
Pilze
millet.
würde ich
I'd
natürlich
buy it,
kaufen,
but they're
das ist
also
aber auch
wrapped in plastic.
Muss man schauen, ob
I'll
es
see
noch
if I can find some other rice.
Reis gibt. Das ist,
Look, Benny,
das ist hier das
this is the only one of all the brands
Die
of
sind
rice
alle,
that
also
isn't wrapped in
sämtliche Reissorten,
plastic.
egal welche, nur der hier nicht.
It's
Und das
packed
ist der
loose.
lose.
The
Die
others
anderen
that are in
sind
boxes are in
Kartons, die
plastic
sind wieder in
bags for
Plastikbeutel
cooking.
zum Kochen. Was ich dir
And
ja
this
schon
is the
gesagt
only
habe,
one I
das
can
ist
find in a
einfach
plain box.
Und das ist der
This is
einzigste,
Basmati
den ich
rice.
hier mit Karton finde. Ein Basmati-Reis.
Fortunately, flour is in paper.
Yasmin Zelos thinks cutting down on plastic packaging would be a major step forward. Packaging makes up around a third of the plastic the world uses. Benny Zelos is a successful software developer. He too is skeptical about plastic. But their weekly shopping isn't finished yet. And Benny has cheated. He's bought wood for the fireplace, even though it's in a plastic sack.
Stoffwindeln sind so all in.
Back home, Yasmin has a client. She advises women on cloth diapers, and she's made her convictions her profession.
Weil die hier die Beine, wenn man das sieht.
She shows other parents how to move away from the disposable ones.
Und dann so rüber. Und jetzt suche ich meine Windel. Dann gibt es noch solche, die benutze ich jetzt persönlich
But
auch
even
als
the cloth
Ohrringe.
version
Aber da
needs a
kann man
plastic
den
outer
reintun.
covering, though it doesn't come into contact with the baby's
Der
skin.
ist dann am Rücken und dann bleibt es meistens stehen. Kannst du dich bei der Lea vielleicht erinnern, so bis an den Rücken. Zeig mir die da, Dani, noch. Ich glaube nicht, dass es so das Ziel ist.
I don't
dass
think the
jeder
aim is to
komplett
do
auf
completely
das
without
Bewusstsein.
plastic.
Ich glaube echt,
It's
nur
about
Bewusstsein
awareness
macht das voll viel.
and the fact that they're reusable.
Und auch Sachen
That's why I
wiederverwendet.
think the plastic
Deswegen
is
ist
okay here.
Das Plastik vollkommen in Ordnung, finde ich.
Ja.
Nein, sagst du?
Her client says she'll try them out at least. The Zeloses started rethinking their attitudes when they had Mina, their first child.
Ja.
Oder eben Wolle. Also so eine klassische. Wir wollten schon immer nur
We always
Holzspielzeug
wanted to
geschenkt
have
bekommen.
only wooden
Und zwar
toys
immer
as
mit wieder
presents,
Plastik
but we kept being given plastic.
Aber so dieses,
But they put all this
dass
stuff in
halt
their
alles mitnehmen
mouths,
und
and you
dann
start noticing everything
man
that
an.
contains plastic.
Überall nachzugucken, wo ist überall Plastik drin. Da ist für euch ein neues Kindergeschirr drin. Soll ich mal die Gläser vor dir
The next step, new dishes for the children.
Ein Geschirr, ja. In Plastik.
Packed in plastic, great. You want to buy plastic-free items and they're wrapped in plastic.
Plastik verpackt.
Was ist da drinnen?
Geschirr, Kindergeschirr.
The new dishes are made of bamboo.
Weißt du, diese Breilöffel. Also das kann man
You
sogar
can
in
even put them in the
Geschirrspüler tun.
dishwasher.
Das geht auch in Geschirrspüler, ja. Ist nicht kaputt, ne?
But finding them wasn't easy. Many brands failed consumer tests because they contained a toxic chemical. The manufacturer of these says they're safe.
Kinderzahnbürste und eine.
Because they haven't finished their weekly shopping, Yasmin has to go out again, this time to the market. She's not the only one there who's trying to avoid plastic. Why has this woman brought her own bag?
Because it's not plastic, it's organic.
I just heard you talking about fetching milk with a can. That really happened. I can still remember it.
Ich habe nicht gesagt, die Jungen.
Most young people just don't know how things used to be.
Ach so, doch, das habe ich schon noch mit.
I actually remember taking a can to fetch a liter of milk with my great aunt.
Deswegen
Maybe that's why I want to pass on my awareness to my children.
so den Kleinen weitergeben.
Das ist sehr gut, sehr schön.
Genau. Schönen Tag. Ja, ebenso. Tschüss.
Of course, if it hadn't been for their plastic-free project, the Zelos family could have found everything at the supermarket. Avoiding plastic isn't for days when you're in a hurry.
Ja?
In the evening, the shower gel and shampoo get put to the test.
Das da. Und das Wasser kann weiter.
They can still drink the water, that's the most important thing.
Now there's just rye flour from the homemade shampoo in the bathwater.
Ihr wollt immer Wasser laufen lassen, gell?
Ja.
Und jetzt dich eincremen, die Arme und den Bauch.
And what about the toothpaste?
Probieren wir das mal. Wie schmeckt's? Halt, da reinspucken. Da reinspucken. Das ist was ganz Neues. Und? Und? Ist süß?
Mina says she doesn't like it and asks for something else.
Nee, andere
But her
haben wir.
mother explains that's all they have right now.
Dann nur so. Dann tust du nur so Zähne.
Yasmin does use the hairdryer. Keeping bath time completely plastic-free just isn't going to work. Time for supper and some reflection. They've held out for 3 days without plastic.
It's almost impossible. To be perfectly honest, these days, with what's on offer, whether you live in the country or the city, you don't have enough alternatives to make it work.
It's actually harder than you'd think with the children, especially when shopping. But you can be more aware. I know I don't want to do without a vacuum cleaner because the children drop rice when they're eating. I drop things. It doesn't matter who or what. And even though the vacuum cleaner is made of plastic, I won't give it up.
Even though they can't avoid it entirely, the Zelos family now wants to try to live with as little plastic as possible for the sake of their children's future.
Tu mal winken. Tu mal winken.